Hello everyone, this is Paul Kepner with Kepcraft Media Productions. Welcome back. Today I was going to do the review on this monitor right here, the Feelworld F7. Actually got it on Amazon as a kit, so it came with the monitor and this really cool case right here. It's like a rigid soft case. Like I said, I got the kit on Amazon. Feelworld F7. 7-inch monitor, 1920 by 1200, so it's a little bit higher resolution than full HD. Has 4K in and out, but it does not display 4K. It only displays HD. It will accept 4K signal, but it only shows HD. Okay, so let's see what's in the case. Like I said, nice little sturdy case. Show you what comes in it. I've only added one item to it. Okay, I'll turn it sideways so you can see everything. Over here you've got this mesh netting with the zippers on the side, and there's storage under it. I'll show you that in a second. And this side right here is for the monitor. You've got this elastic strap right here with a buckle. You unbuckle that, opens up, and there's your monitor in there. Now I put mine face down because you have all the foam, the protection in there, and I don't want the screen getting damaged. So that way I put it down, put the back over it so nothing hits the contacts, and strap it in, and it works. Open it up. There it is. Okay, so like I said, I'll show you that in a second. On this side, you unzip it, fold that down. Comes with a sun shield right here. Nice little sun shield. Looks like it has some velvet or something on the inside to keep reflections down. And not sure if you can see it since they're both black. There's Velcro around here. Attaches to the screen or to the monitor really easy. Also comes with two cables. One HDMI to mini HDMI, which is nice. I know my GH2 that I used to have had a HDMI mini, so it's nice that it came with that. It also comes with an HDMI to micro HDMI cable. That's really nice because your GoPros use that connection, use the micro HDMI. Your Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera uses the micro HDMI, and the GH4, which I have, has the micro HDMI. So nice to have. Also comes with this little dual ball head friction arm. Very smooth. I like this little thing. I just wish it was a bigger one. That's my only complaint. Works great, but just wish it was bigger. Comes with a little brush for lenses or your screen. I never use it, so it just sits in here all the time. Comes with a cold shoe ball head with a 1/4-20 on the end. So nice little addition there. It comes with the generic Sony NPF 550 battery. Oh, I'll show you. Set the battery there. It comes with a charger for the battery, and also the charger shows you in increments how full the battery is. I know most chargers just have a light, and then you have to wait till the light's off to know that your battery's full or fully charged. This one, you can see exactly where it is, so I really like that. It also comes with a cable, which is a micro USB cable that plugs in here, and then you can plug this into any cell phone plug or USB outlet, use it on your computer or whatever. If you have a V-mount plate, the USB, you can plug this in and charge your battery, so it's a nice feature. We'll put that in there, put the battery back in there. It did not come with this. This one I bought separate to use with any camera that has SDI to HDMI. And it's never quit working on me. It's always worked. It only works for HD. It doesn't pass 4K to my knowledge. I haven't tried it on a 4K camera yet, but so far it works great. So let's get to the monitor. I'll show you around it. Okay, this is the monitor right here. Ooh, a little reflection there. Right here. Has this little clip-on deal for the sun shield. This just clips around it. Holds the sun shield, snaps on. Pretty easy. And like I said, the sun shield sticks on with Velcro. Real easy. Just like that. So it's not perfect, but I just wanted to show you real fast. My screen is, I haven't pulled the little plastic off of it. I don't know if you can see it. See right here, the little plastic cover. I haven't pulled it off because it has a little bit of a matte finish to it, where the screen under it is a real gloss. So it kind of helps with reflections. It's not perfect, but it helps a little bit. So I'll take what I can get. On the bottom, you have your HDMI in. It also has loop for HDMI out, a USB upgrade. This is for your headphone connections. And if you have a AC power supply, here's your 12-volt connection for that. So either way, the battery itself is made for the Sony NPF batteries. Just like I told you, they fit in there. Nice and easy. And to take it off, you have to push this button, take it off. Otherwise, it won't come off. So I like that because I've had one of their other monitors where it didn't have the release button, and sometimes the batteries would come loose. Where on this one, you don't have to worry about it. It just snaps in. Just like that. See, it's not going anywhere. Nice and secure. On the top, let me flip this around so you can see it. You have your power button right here. And you have 1, 2, and 3 right here, which are assignable to any function. And then it also works as up and down through the menus. And then this is the scroll wheel for the menu. You push it, the menu pops up. You can scroll left or right. And then if you want to go up or down, let's do your menus right there. Nice and bright. As soon as I see the little red light came on. And this is with the brightness turned down to 40%. So it's a pretty bright little monitor. Okay, over here you have your audio meters. I can show you in a minute. Once I plug a camera up to it, you'll see the meters jumping around, which is nice to have because sometimes you're not always able to look at your camera, so at least you can see that you're still getting audio in. And it shows separate channels. So if you have left channel turned up, right channel turned down, it'll actually show you the different channels, which is a nice feature. Again, on the menu, you push the little scroll wheel, menu pops up. Okay, so if you go down from here, picture mode, which is user, I've already set up menu or the settings that I want for the monitor. Brightness, oh, I was wrong. I thought it was 40%, but it's at 22%. So you can still see how bright this monitor is. If I turn it all the way up, it's probably going to blow out the image. There's 100%. So let me turn it way back down. So there's 20%. Keep going down, you have your contrast, your saturation, sharpness, you can turn up or down. Color temperature, 6500, 9300, and user. The two settings aren't super nice, but it gives you the ability to set your own, which I did. So hit the menu button or push the scroll wheel again. It jumps back, so then you can go, whoop, scroll to the right. Here's more settings for language. Right here. Aspect ratio. You can change that. There's 4:3, 16:9, zoom 1, zoom 2, scan, panorama, auto. So I just leave it on 16:9. That's the majority of what I shoot on. Blue screen. So if you lose signal, you automatically get a blue screen. Otherwise, you can shut it off or change color. I prefer the blue. Transfer, on-screen display. You can turn it down or you turn it off, which I prefer to leave it off. The display, you can set the height where you want the menu. I'll leave that on. Camera mode for different inputs on cameras. Zoom. I'll leave that off because I don't want to zoom the image. I want to see what the sensor is actually seeing. There's your timer. Another zoom, a left-right zoom so you can move your image around. Backlight is at 90. You can turn it down and you can see the image getting darker. So I prefer to turn it up so that way when I'm outside I can see it. Power on, there's auto, so you can shut it off to turn off automatically if it loses signal, or manual, so it'll stay on all the time and only you can turn it off. And again, USB upgrade and reset. You hit that, it'll reset everything on the menu or on the monitor, so you have to go back. So hit the scroll wheel one more time, goes back up to the top, scroll over. Center markers. So if you turn that on, a little red dot, little red X, so you can turn that off and on. Safe frames, there's your 80%, 85, 90, 93, 96, 2.35 to 1, and off. So I usually leave mine off unless I'm doing something specific and I need a little bit of safety room. Image freeze, you can hit that, you can assign it to a button, freeze an image. I've never used that and didn't really care to use it. Image flip, so if you have your monitor, if you connect it on a friction arm or something upside down, you can flip your image and that way your image is upright. I know some monitors will flip automatically. I think the Small HD and the Blackmagic do. This one does not, so you have to manually do it. So just take that into consideration. Check field, you can do different colors, red, green, blue, and off. Histogram, I leave off because I have one on the camera, and otherwise they overlay both histograms, but if you turn that on, you can see it's on. False colors, off. I can turn them on, and you can see there's settings over here on the side. Now when I plug up a HDMI cable to this from the camera, you'll be able to see exactly what the false colors do. So you can turn those on. You can even set what you want your IRE to be, so that way you can see how your image is going to look. Zoom, I leave off. Anamorphic is nice. That actually de-squeezes your anamorphic footage. So you have 1.3 times and 2 times, and 2 times magnification. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a 1.5 or a 1.75, which is kind of unfortunate. But at least it has a 2 times. So, and that's the lenses I use are the 2 times stretch anamorphics. The magnification one right here, I never use because when it zooms in, it throws the whole image off. I mean, you can see a bigger image, but your markers and everything are completely off, so I never use that. It'll give you a bad, not a bad image, but a false sense of what you're shooting. So, focus assist, you can change the colors. See how it changes? So now, focus assist is on. You can turn it from blue to red to green, back to blue. So we'll turn that off. Overexposure, you turn that on and you'll actually get zebras. I don't know if you can see it right now. I can turn it on when the image is on there. You can barely see it. You turn it off, turn it on. Little white areas on the, it's overexposed here. Again, here's the IREs. You can set that for your false colors. So it's at 80 now. So if I want to turn it down, just use the little wheel up here and I can adjust it to whatever I want. Embedded audio, it shows your meters over here. If you want to turn it off, see it disappears. So your meter, I always leave it on. That way I know I've got audio coming through. 9 grid, off. If you turn it on, it basically just gives you a grid. Okay, ratio markers. This is a good one. This is where I use these for when I'm shooting anamorphic, because since my sensor is 16:9, I'll put up ratio markers for 4:3, and then when I de-squeeze, it'll actually show the de-squeezed image, which I'll show you in a minute, and it'll show you the safety markers, so that way you can see exactly what your 2.40 to 1 aspect ratio is going to look like once you go in post. Okay, ratio markers. You've got your 4:3, 13:9, 14:9, 15:9, 16:9, 1.85 to 1, 2.35 to 1, and off. And your marker, you can do different colors. I leave mine at red, but you can do green, blue, black, or white. I leave red because it shows up on basically anything. The marker width, you can actually change the width of the marker. So if you go back up here, say it's at 4.3. See? Yeah, the marker, see, it's getting smaller. I like that. Let me turn that off. And modified mark. I've never used that, so honestly I don't know what that's for. So then you go back over right here. This is where you can assign your buttons for whatever feature you want. So for F1 I do false colors. F2 I do focus assist, and F3 I use for anamorphic. So that way, when I'm out in the field and I'm shooting something, if I want to de-squeeze something, I'll just hit F3, bam, it shows up automatically. Same thing on 2. F1 I use occasionally if I don't want to have to mess with the camera. Because it's an HD screen and it's bigger, sometimes it works better than the cameras. Just depends on the camera. Blackmagics are really good on their focus peaking. Sometimes I use that and overlay it onto here, where sometimes the Sonys are a little bit softer and the Panasonics, depending on the lenses, sometimes they're a little softer. So let me plug up a cable of this and I'll show you what the screen looks like. Okay, got a cable running to the camera now. Got the most interesting man in the world on here as my demo right now. Okay, like I said, hit F1, false colors. You can see what's going on with it, what your image is going to look like, and again, you can set it over here. So if you want your lighting on the person higher, you can see what color it is on there. So turn that one off. Focus assist, number 2, right here. You can see how he's all in focus, all the blue. So we'll turn that off. And again, I have F3 assigned for anamorphic. So see, there's off, there's 1.3, and there's 2. So you can see how it squishes them. There's 2 times magnification. Now I'll show you what's going on and what I was talking about not to use that. So let me turn this off. Okay, got that. Now I've got my Zeiss lens here, little anamorphic. So I'm going to plug this up to or put this on the camera, and I'll show you what the image looks like then. Got the lens, the anamorphic lens on there, and you can see how it's stretched. He's kind of squished him, the lens has. So if I go to the anamorphic setting on here, the button, hit that, there's 1.3. Trying to get rid of that glare for you. And then I hit 2 times, and now it's back to normal. If you want to see exactly the ratio, 4:3, so you can get your cinemascope, go back to your menus, scroll over to your markers, and this is what I do. Ratio markers. I turn on 4:3, back out of the menu, and now I can see exactly what I've got. So you can see the edges that would be cropped off in post. And then if I turn off the anamorphic, oh wait, there's the expanded. Notice how it jumped over here? Let me go back, I'll show you. See the edge of the cable right here? Now when you turn on magnification, it should enlarge the whole thing the same ratio that you have, but it doesn't. Watch where it jumps. See, it jumps over. So you're not actually, you won't be cropping, or you won't be using that. So it's showing you a false image. So there's unstretched with 4:3 with the markers on there. And there it is with it. So it's a really nice monitor. I enjoy using it. It's lightweight, doesn't use power much. I like that it has the battery meter right here. Nice feature to have. so that way you can see exactly what your monitor is doing. I have another Feelworld monitor that does not have that, and a couple of times on set the battery has just died on me, and so the monitor shuts off, so I have to stop what I'm doing and change batteries. At least I can see now how much I have left, so during break or during cut I can switch batteries without interrupting anything. So let me put this back. So that's it. But it's a great little monitor. Hope you liked the review. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Again, this is the Feelworld F7 7-inch monitor, full HD display, and 4K, well, except 4K-N. If you like this video, please hit subscribe right down here in the corner. If you have any questions, leave comments down below in the comment section. Until next time, this is Paul Kepner with Kepcraft Media Productions, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.